Yo, this is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, and I'm here to once again give you a reaction to MLP. This week's episode, it's Season 8, Episode 21. I got it right this time. This is a Rockhoof and a Hard Place. Puns as usual, and apparently we're going to have some Rockhoof, which should be interesting. He is one of the many interesting, characters, being one of the pillars of Equestria. Also, his backstory is the one I question the most, because whereas everybody else's backstory can kind of be taken as fact, with Rockhoof, it's like, did he actually suddenly become magically stronger? And, I mean, the shovel thing I can buy, no question. I'm easy to buy that. But regardless, let's get into it. Also, but before we do begin the reaction, I just want to say that I have something I would like to ask of you all. A dream I've recently come into and I've been considering for a while, but really have no means to do, and I don't know how I would do this. So, simple question. I would like to be on Bronies React. And as that is the case, I was wondering if you could all help me with that. So what I would like you all to do is go to Twitter and tweet at AC Racefest, hashtag Imagination Circus Productions for Bronies React. Just as you see it, it's on screen now if I've edited it in. So please, do that for me. I will be eternally grateful if you could just make that happen. Maybe, I don't know if we can pull it off before this season is over, but I would like that. But if not, maybe for Season 9, please, I would really like to do this if it is at all possible. So please, all of you, if you could help me out, I would really appreciate it. And that would just help my channel a lot. And otherwise, I would just enjoy it immensely. So if you could please help me out there, I would be really grateful. Now, let's move on to the actual reaction of this episode, A Rockhoof and a Hard Place. And let's get into it. And play. That was a surprisingly long time for that to go into the image. And, oh look, it's the Indiana Jones pony, the actual Indiana Jones pony, not Darrington.
You're going to have to work faster than that if you plan to dig up my whole village, lass. Let me help.
Thank you, Rockhoof, but we're trying to carefully preserve every bit of history here.
Aye, this place is full of memories. Did I tell you about the time our chieftain knocked down 5 boulders with the kick of a wee ball?
Stop that!
But that's what this is for.
Maybe in the past. Now it belongs in a museum. Safe, preserved, untouched.
Next you'll be saying I shouldn't have used the old sweat lodge.
So, you see why Rockhoof isn't an ideal fit for my team. Perhaps you could use his unusual talents?
Of course, Professor Fossil. We'd be honored to have a pillar of Equestria on our staff.
Oh, thanks, Celestia.
I do not like you. I really do not like you.
Oh, that apple's made of wood. What a horrible trick to play.
It's a
Has anyone
decorative
seen my
thing.
decorative centerpieces? They were right here.
Good luck!
I don't like you. Seriously, I don't like her. I don't like her one bit. Okay, so we're gonna be having Rockhoof working at the School of Friendship. Good to know. That sounds interesting. And of course, he doesn't know how to live in this modern age. But really, it was his village. All right. Okay, fair enough. Some of that stuff should go to a museum. But that's where he's from. It's only fair that he gets to actually, examine the stuff. It's his, I'm sorry, I didn't like the fossil thing. And as someone who appreciates a good museum, when the person, or in this case, Pony, from said village is still alive, even if it's one person, they have a right to some of that stuff, you know what I mean? Also, I like that they included the Indiana Jones pony again, because it's like, okay. Good to know that this character exists, and although hearing someone else say that something belongs in a museum just sounds weird. It should be indie. You know what I mean? It should definitely be indie.
So join me in welcoming Professor Rockhoof to our faculty.
Yep. If there was ever a
Thank you all. I know I'm new to your world, but there's one thing I learned when I saved my village from a rushing river of hot lava. There's nothing you can't do with hard work. And a shovel!
Except maybe stand on stage.
Okay.
So, every creature dismissed. We'll see you in class. You think that new pony is gonna be the weirdest teacher at school? Or just one of the weirdest? Yona like new teacher. He big, like yak.
And he smashes things like a yak, smells like a yak.
Yes! He perfect!
Okay,
Guys,
I think she
he's
might
one
have
of
a
the
crush on
pillars.
Rockhoof.
He's like pony history.
Hello, class!
Man,
Well,
he's good at smashing
I'm
things.
your new theory and defensive friendship teacher.
Very in defensive friendship.
But I haven't had a chance to look at Headmare Twilight's notes yet. What have you all been learning?
We just studied all about how Princess Celestia and Luna used a spell to trap Discord in Stone Sleep for hundreds of moons.
Oh, so it's a class about stories, is it?
Stories, yeah. And we never, ever get homework.
Good. The best way to teach colts and fillies is by experience. Like the time I was in the woods and ran across an Ursa Major.
Really?
We're not doing that, right?
You fight Ursa Major? All alone?
Aye, and I defeated her too.
Now this I'm interested in.
Of
How
course.
Professor Rockhoof win?
Well, that's quite a tale.
Seriously, did that
From
actually
what Professor
happen?
Fossil said, it sounds like
Does-
Rockhoof just hasn't settled into modern times yet.
Are you
Our
sure
school
it
is
wasn't
the
an
perfect
Ursa
place
Minor?
for that.
Because I could
Plus,
almost
we
buy
get a new
that.
teacher.
Dude,
This may be the fastest friendship problem you ever solved.
that...
Dodge, thrust, shovel leap, shovel throw. Shovel whack. Now you lot be the Ursa Major. Lots of growling, mind.
Maybe classrooms were less breakable in the old days?
No, I think they were even more breakable.
The huge beastie jumped out of the moonlit mist. Her fearsome fangs at my throat. But I rolled clear.
Then what?
She backed me up against the wall, ready to pounce. I looked at her, and she looked at me. And I say,
Professor Rockhoof?
nope, guess again. Oops.
Sorry to interrupt. Class, why don't we go ahead and take lunch early today? Rockhoof, can we take a walk outside? Our school is about finding your own special way to teach.
And we can already tell you're a smash with the class.
But maybe you could do a little less smashing in the classroom?
Sorry about that. I did get a bit carried away. The students were so interested in my tale.
I know
He's
it's
big.
a big change.
He's very
but I
big.
think you're gonna fit in just.
Ooh.
Fire!
Rockhoof, wait!
No time! The building's ablaze! We have to get every pony out!
Professor Rockhoof, best teacher ever! They cannot get better!
Let's get you outside, wee ones!
They just got better!
I love it. It's so dumb. Oh,
Rockhoof?
What are you doing?
Saving the school! Just like fighting a volcano in the good old days!
and he just said the word "good old days," which I don't.
Pony, kindly explain what is the meaning of all this water. I'm not sure, but I think it's
Sorry, Rarity, but I had to put out the rage in Inferno.
Inferno? Where?
Did you not see the smoke and flame?
Yeah, that was us. You know, dragons, having a fire-breathing competition.
You... What?
They do it all the time. That's what we were trying to tell you.
We know
Really?
you're used to being a hero,
Cool.
Rockhoof.
I like that they apparently Spike
what
and
we need
Smolder
here
hang out.
is a
They have
teacher.
fire breathing competitions all the time.
Who doesn't ruin
Nice.
an entire class's friendship quilt?
Also, I agree.
I don't know how hard it is to stitch a
Although I will
pineapple
say,
for
yeah,
a
Rocco fan. Yeah.
My deepest apologies. I'm not used to living with dragons, or much else in this modern time. Professor Fossil made it clear I'm not welcome back in my old village. Seems I don't belong here either.
Poor guy. He is a... Again, you're funny, but being funny does not fix the situation. Also, holy crud. Poor Rockhoof. The guy can't catch a break. He's a man out of time, kind of like Captain America. And like Captain America, he's really good at breaking things, except he tends to do it way more accidentally than Cap ever did. But regardless, wow, just wow. Outside of me loving that whole fire contest thing between Smolder and Spike, because, you know, can't help it. I really like that. But outside of that bit, wow, just wow. Oh, poor Rockhoof. I honestly don't know how they're going to fix this problem. I feel really sorry for him. Guy just doesn't know what to do. I want to know how he beat this Ursa Major. What happened? What happened in that story? Oh my god, so many questions.
So, apparently finding Rockhoof a new job is a lot harder than we thought. Has any pony had any luck?
Yeah, well, I like they're at least discussing this as a friendship council should.
I thought you were gonna try him out of the post office.
We did.
Oh dear.
Do you know where I can find Cranky Doodle Donkey? I need to deliver his medicine. He has a rash in a very embarrassing place.
I did not need to hear that.
Yep. Rockhoof's time as a spa masseuse didn't work out either.
That figures.
Now, just let me know if this is too much pressure.
Well, at least Rockhoof's really strong. Maybe we could find him a job carrying heavy stuff.
I tried that already. Sakura needed somebody to help her get supplies, but...
What? What went wrong there? Come on, what went
I
wrong?
know you said you only needed a few leaves, but I figured why not bring you the whole thing?
Oh, well, I mean, that's just bad luck.
Ooh, how horrid.
None of the other pillars seem to be having trouble fitting into the modern world.
Then maybe they can show Rockhoof how they did it. Get him used to living in this time.
Great idea. Rockhoof's old friends would be happy to help, and I bet he'd love to visit them.
Well, we'll see about that. I'm not 100% convinced.
Even Canterlot looks different from the old days.
Oh, I'm sure once you see your old pal Flash Magnus, you'll feel right at home.
I can only imagine what
Trot,
Flash
2, 3,
Magnus is
4,
doing.
Trot, 2, 3, 4. Keep it lively, rookies! Visitors on site! Company halt!
Oh, wow. He's got those boys marching. I bet Josh Scorcher, I bet Firebrand will really like this
Magnus,
bit.
as I live and breathe. Is this your squadron?
After we got out of limbo, I went looking for work for a pony with experience in the Royal Legion. Once a soldier, always a soldier.
Apparently.
Princess Celestia was happy to find a new drill sergeant for her guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
really kind of
great.
needed it, but...
She really put you in a job that big so soon?
Oh, this is nothing. You should see what Miss Main is up to.
And what is Miss Main doing these days?
They made you the royal landscape artist for the Crystal Empire?
Wow.
Dang.
Rock is beautiful.
That's impressive.
Oh, thank you. I've never worked with crystal before, but in my heart, I know I'm where I belong.
Yeah.
You always could find the beauty in things, but there's not much demand for shovel ponies like me nowadays.
Don't give up hope. See Somnambula. She'll help you find your purpose.
Somnambula. Somnambula!
Somnambula's a motivational speaker. Bet they didn't even have those back in your time.
Because we didn't need them.
Ponies knew what to do with their lives.
Focus on my voice and feel yourself unlock your potential.
Maybe it's just because she's the parallel to Pinky, but I do really like Somnambula. She's great.
Imagine everything that troubles you as one big cloud. Now, let it float away. You are relaxed, free to do anything you wish.
Guess he wished he could take a nap.
Hey man, some meditation aid for everybody.
Your home looks just the same as the old days. Wish I could say the same for mine.
Well, I've had to expand my clinic a bit. Many creatures need healing in this modern world. Oh, looks like you could use some too. What's got you heartsick, Rockhoof?
Thing is, I can't do my old job like Flash, or adapt like Miss Main, or succeed at something new like Somnambula, or go home like you.
Give it time. Even Star Swirl's still learning about friendship.
Yeah. And I bet Stygian took plenty of time to fit in.
Hey, look what I found! Me and My Shadow, the third hit novel by former villain Stygian. I'm impressed. He's really thriving.
He became a novelist. That's brilliant.
Rockhoof,
I love it.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure.
Good for you,
Maybe I
Stygian.
just
You
don't belong in
considering...
this modern world.
Man, I wish I had known that before I made a whole video about villains and their reforms. That would have been great. I would have talked about that.
Instead of solving Rockhoof's problem, we made
I mean,
him
it's still
feel even
editing it, but
worse.
yeah.
I'll tell you the real problem here. We haven't given Rockhoof the chance to be who he really is.
A pony with a metal shovel and a heart of gold?
A hero! What we need to do is find him a job that's as epic as he is.
You know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Rainbow
Just the
Dash.
thing.
That was a bit harsh, but yeah, Ray, that was a really good idea,
I
actually.
serve in the Hippogriff Navy, General Seaspray. I promise I'll prove my worth.
That uniform looks
Think
ridiculous.
nothing of it. I know how hard it is to adapt to a new home. After our many years below the waves, land customs seemed strange.
Like you didn't fit in, no matter how hard you tried?
As though the world had moved on without us. Never fear, Rockhoof. We shall be as brothers in this bright future above the waves.
I really hope this works.
Why do the hippogriffs need ships if they can turn into sea ponies?
Maybe they just like cruises?
General, the fog's too thick to see our way out of the harbor.
I like that. See, that's some good lamp shading right there. It's like, it's the way their way of life before. They turned into sea ponies, and frankly, I like this.
Wait, General! We can navigate the same way my cultic ancestors traveled through the silky mists. We'll look to the stars! There in the northwest sky is the constellation for O'Brien's Belt. Steer the ship toward that.
You heard the pony crew make full sail.
Pony crew. It's really just one dude with Applejack and Twilight visiting. Okay, now, but it's not a bad idea, but they just hit.
I don't understand. The stars have always steered me true.
No, stars can move slowly over time. They must look different now than over 1,000 years ago.
Of course.
It was an honor serving with you, Rockhoof. But it seems our paths lie in different directions.
You know what, Seaspray, I'll give you this much. You managed to you dismissed him with some serious respect, and I'll give you that. That was beautiful.
Happen.
That was nice.
We'll think of
I
something
think
else
that
for
worked
you
out
to do.
fairly well.
Oh, there's no need, lass. You already know what I want to do next.
Really? What?
I heard there's a statue spell that sends creatures into stone sleep. I want you to cast it. On me.
Wow, God, that's a bit extreme, Rockhoof. That's a bit extreme. Also, you kind of need the elements of harmony on that one. You know, but if you want to go that way, I mean, wow, okay, that's an extreme way to do it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it quite a bit, but man, that's a very extreme way to go about it. I don't know. Oh God, the brains.
No!
Yes!
No!
Spike. Wow,
No!
we opened this part with Spike.
Hey guys, Need me to help you decide something?
Of course.
Rockhoof wants me to cast a spell to turn him into a statue. The answer is no.
Well, it should be aye, because I wouldn't even be here to be turned into a statue if Twilight hadn't cast a spell in the first place.
Whoa, I thought you were arguing over ice cream flavors.
The
Spike,
answer is
you
still
are,
no.
don't
Why would
be,
you want
like,
to be
take this
turned
a little
into stone?
seriously, man.
Because I'm a relic of a bygone age. I belong in a museum. Safe, preserved, untouched. I don't belong in this time.
You belong in
It's
a
up to
museum, you
to make
say?
that right.
I just had an interesting thought about what they could do with him.
Twilight, please understand. I want to be remembered as the hero I was, not the disappointment I've become.
But you're not. Rockhoof, wait!
I have to agree. That's really just sad.
Can you teach my class today?
You're not really gonna turn him to stone, are you?
Only because it's temporary. As soon as I think of a new solution, we'll wake Rockhoof up. I know he has more to offer the world as a pony than a statue.
All right, then.
Did you hear that Rockhoof caught all the bees in the Everfree Forest and gave them to Zecora as a gift?
Wow! Terramar said Rockhoof called down the stars and sunk the whole Hippogriff Navy!
He's definitely weird, but in a fun way. You never know what's gonna happen next with him. Professor Rockhoof, best pony!
Hey, class. Welcome to the Theory and Defense of Friendship.
Another sub? Let me start by telling you that we don't get homework and we only do field trips.
Yeah, nice try. Twilight sent me to tell you she won't be in today because she has to cast a stone sleep spell on Rockhoof.
Like Discord? But why? Rockhoof isn't a bad guy.
Your instructions are to write an essay on heroism and what it means to you.
No.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't have to be a long essay.
I love Spike.
Maybe
You have the
like
best
this?
teaching style by far. Even more, I mean, at least as far as I'm concerned. Everybody else seems to like
places
Rockhoof.
to decorate.
Professor Rockhoof, Reagan said you want to turn into stone. You do not believe it.
I'm afraid it's true, lass.
But Pony need finish Ursa Major story for class.
It's sweet of you to try to get me to stay, Yona. But I'm afraid old stories like mine aren't worth anything in this day and age.
Fine. If Pony no want tell Yona story, then Yona tell Pony story.
That was a bit confusing.
From class report. When Yona come to Pony school, Yona not fit in. Pony way strange. But Yona find friends. Yona meet Professor Rockhoof. Pony brave and strong as Yak. Not afraid. Hero. When Yona grow up, Yona want to be just like Professor Rockhoof.
Well, since you went to the trouble of writing something that nice, I suppose the least I could do is tell you the rest of the story.
Yeah, I do want to know what. I do want to know how that story ends.
Rockhoof is best. Now all want to hear story.
Oh, that's nice. And I guess.
Okay, I have the spell, but will you please reconsider? Rockhoof?
The Ursa Major tried to grab me by the gullet, and I ducked her claws. She had me cornered, so I look at her, she looks at me. And I say, sorry, you won't be having any dinner tonight, lass. Guess you'll just have to grin and bear it. And then I tossed her away with my shovel high into the sky. And she's been a constellation up there ever since. Or so I'm told. And that's the end of my story.
Okay, I actually kind of like that.
No, thank you for listening, but it's time to say goodbye.
Wait, you said there wasn't anything in this time you were good at. What about telling stories?
It was just a tall tale.
One that captured the hearts and imagination of every creature here.
Plus, Pony story's super fun.
Yeah, that too.
As the Princess of Friendship, I'd like to appoint you as Equestria's official Keeper of Tales.
Can you do that?
That's very kind, but I still think these old bones are more suited to a museum display.
You are a living record of our history. Your stories can inspire and teach generations to come. If you're a statue, that's all lost.
Will I ever really belong in your world?
Rockhoof's Yona's friend, so Rockhoof belongs.
You know, that reminds me of another story. Once there was a small yak that knew more than a great hero.
Hey, don't forget the dragons in this one.
Aye, there were dragons and ponies and plenty of hippogriffs, plus a changeling and a griffin.
Yeah, so basically he's just going to recap the episode now. I mean, you know, that seems to be where that was going. But regardless, yeah, I liked that episode. It was interesting, both because we got to focus on another one of the pillars that wasn't Star Swirl Bearded, but also because we got to see what the other pillars were actually doing. I like that Stygian became a novelist, although based on that cover and the title, I'm going to assume it's a historical fiction. Maybe embellishment enough, who knows. But regardless, I am very curious about that. I also like how Miss Main basically went back to doing what she knows best. Somnambula adjusted. Flash Magnus is apparently now like a drill instructor who's teaching the Royal Guard. Hopefully the next time we have a disaster, the Royal Guard will be able to act. I like it. Like I said, I think that Firebrand Jazz Scorcher will appreciate that bit. But regardless, I liked the episode, and you might have noticed I was laughing quite a bit. I thought this was actually a really funny one. I enjoyed it. I felt like they did a really good job with this, and I wouldn't mind some more episodes focusing on the pillars, but regardless, I really did find this episode very entertaining. I would say it's pretty slightly above average. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind watching it again. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Oh, and once again, hashtag Imagination Circus Productions for Bronies React. Please, try and tweet it at AC Race Best, please. I this is a dream of mine. I would really like to be on Bronies React. So, regardless, I'm gonna get to editing this. I hope you all enjoyed it. This is Mike. Mike of Productions. I can't speak. This is Mike of Imagination Circus Productions. Thank you for watching. Please come back for more. And again, please tweet at RaceBest. Please, I beg you. And good day.